Welcome to Quarantine with Clark, the show that asks West Dodge Station staff questions kids want to know, and some they probably don't. I'm Mr. Clark, your host, and today my guest is Mrs. Richter, one of our wonderful kindergarten teachers. Mrs. Richter, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Mr. Clark. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I just want to ask you a few easy questions just so the kids from West Dodge Station can get to know you a little bit better. Is that all right?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Awesome. First of all, where were you born and raised?
I was born in Normal, Illinois, and moved to Omaha when I was in 4th grade. So I've lived here ever since 4th grade.
Oh, nice. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have 2 sisters. One is older and she lives in Kansas City. And the other sister I have is younger and she lives in Lincoln. So I'm stuck right in the middle.
Awesome. Do you have any kids at home? Or not necessarily at home, do you have any kids?
I do have 2 kids. I have 2 furry kids, 2 dogs, and then I also have kind of growing up kids. My son is 20 and he's in college, and my daughter is 18, almost 19, and she'll be in college next year.
Awesome. And that's why I changed it, because when I said originally, do you have kids at home, I knew that that Owen was not at home, so I had to change that to just kids in general.
Yeah, so I'll just be a mom of furry monsters here for a while. Empty nesting.
And that was my next question, pets. So what are your pets?
Yeah, I have a 75-pound golden doodle. His name is Sully, and he's very naughty. A lot of my students have heard lots of stories about his adventures. And then I also have a 15-year-old Shih Tzu poodle, and he is, did I say 15? Yeah, his name's Rocky.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So it sounds like they kind of both, the whole situation can keep you pretty busy then.
Absolutely, yes.
I figured. So when you're not busy with the fur kids and the human kids, do you have any hobbies?
Well, my hobby that I have been doing for several years has been kind of put on a halt because there's no sports. But I love playing watching my kids play sports and do their activities. But since we don't have any of that, we just have been hanging out at home. And another hobby, I love being outside, playing with the dogs, shopping.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about hidden talents? Do you have any hidden talents that maybe some people or most people don't necessarily know about you?
I do. I do have a talent. Some people know, but I will show you. I can actually flare my nostrils.
Really?
You ready? Yeah. I'll get a little bit closer. That's my talent. That's my talent. But I do have something funny that a lot of people may not know about me.
What's that?
Miss Page, who teaches preschool at our school, was one of my former students. So my 2nd year of teaching kindergarten, I was at Grace Abbott Elementary in Millard, and she was in my class.
Really? Well, so and I interviewed her not too long ago. So I wish I would have known that. I probably would have said something to her about that.
Yeah, kind of a fun thing to have her in the same building, but it sure makes me feel old.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I see and hear about some of my former students, and I think, holy cow, I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, they're adults.
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
Adulting.
And that's exact. And they all have real lives and everything already.
Right.
All right. So outside of having kids and getting married, what would be the most exciting moment that you've had in your life so far?
I would say it's definitely connected to my kids. There was quite a few years when Owen was playing baseball in high school that they won the state championship, so that was really exciting. One year they actually even made it to the Legion World Series in North Carolina, and they were in the championship, and it was on ESPN, which was really cool.
That's right.
So that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Another thing, when my daughter was cheering a couple years ago, she and her team were at a competition in Dallas. It's a huge competition by the National Cheer Association. It's called NCA, and they won, and that was really exciting. So
that is cool.
yeah.
That's pretty sweet. And I know that's from talking to Mr. Richter, no relation, obviously.
No, no
His
relation. We're just friends.
yeah, his highlight was when we won the state baseball title, and if I remember right, Creighton Prep might have been the Class A winner when we won Class B that year. I think maybe
I think
I
so
have
too.
to go
They
back
won
and-
like 4 years in a row.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So
yeah.
so changing the pace just a little bit. Growing up, what would have been some of the jobs you had, or maybe an odd or a strange job?
I didn't really have any odd jobs, which is kind of funny, but I may babysat a lot. Loved being around kids, but I guess probably the strangest thing, like people wouldn't think that a high schooler would do this kind of job, but I worked at Martinizing dry cleaners with one of my good friends. And I was like I didn't wash the clothes at all, but I was one of the checkout people. And it was perfect because it was from like 3:30 to 6 and had plenty of time to go home and get my homework done. So worked out well.
That's interesting. You don't
Yeah.
you don't think of people working at a at a dry cleaner like that.
I know.
That's funny. So if you were not a teacher in education, what would your dream job be?
This might seem kind of strange, but that's just me, I guess. But I think it would be kind of fun to be a crayon namer. So the names of crayons are so fun, and I think that would be a fun job.
Is that even you think that's a real job?
I don't know. Well, somebody had the job of making the fortunes, so I'm sure that there has to be some crayon.
That's true. I guess somebody makes the color, somebody else might as well name it.
Yeah, right.
That's I've never that.
Of course not.
That's pretty funny. That would be that would be awesome.
I'm sure I wouldn't have to fight very many people for that job, but
I'm guessing the list of applicants is probably not
right.
not the longest.
Right.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I'm totally flustered now. I don't even know where.
I do that to some people.
I think yeah, that's great. That's okay. Moving on. So now we're getting here. I'm gonna say we're getting into some of the goofier questions, but that job leads perfectly into it. So, talking about superpowers, if you could have one of the following superpowers, I'm still laughing about the colors. Superpowers: the ability to fly or invisibility.
I thought long and hard about that one for like 30 seconds. I definitely would want to be invisible.
Just
for sure.
To be the fly on the wall in different places. Absolutely.
In lots of different situations for sure.
Yeah, I think you're probably right on that one too. So now, when you sing, do you sing loudest in the shower, in the car, or both equally as loud?
Definitely in the car. Especially when I'm with my daughter Grace, because she loves to sing loudly in the car, so we do it together. In fact, we've actually made quite a few like little videos on our road trips to and from
Nice.
sporting events, like long road trips. We've made videos that had music to them, which was kind of fun.
That's awesome. So now, if you go singing karaoke, what would be your go-to karaoke song?
I've never really sang karaoke before, but I think I would probably have to say like Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, Vanilla Ice. That would be
by
fun.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh my gosh, you'd have everybody singing with you.
For sure.
Everybody. That would be
right.
great.
Then you wouldn't be able to hear me as much.
That way, and I've had other people who have said that they want to sing a song that everybody knows so that they can kind of hold the mic away and let everybody.
Right.
All right. Getting into the lightning round, I'm going to ask you some questions as quickly as possible. I want you to answer them as quickly as you can, but they're all about your favorite things, and so it should be really easy, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. What is your favorite food and drink?
Everything. No, I'm just kidding. I love like seafood, love any kind of seafood, and I love fruit, and I love salad.
Awesome. What is your
Oh,
favorite?
and to drink,
Oh, yeah.
I love iced tea. And I think one of my new favorite drinks, my daughter just made me some special thing with instant coffee that she whipped up. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really good.
Oh, no,
I might have to have her make it for me more.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah.
What is your favorite word?
My favorite word for some reason is pickle.
Pickle.
And I also like the word ginormous and gigantic and those kinds of funny words.
I think I knew the ginormous because I think years ago when we did the Christmas thing, I think your word was you used ginormous for something.
Yeah.
What is your favorite sound?
I love laughter. When you can tell when people are laughing from their toes, and it's like true, authentic laughter. I love that. And I also love the ocean sound.
Nice. What about your favorite smell?
I would have to say like sunscreen. Just reminds me of being outside, and yeah.
Definitely outside for baseball season. What is your favorite type of music?
I love pretty much everything, from country to Christian rock to classical. I like everything. Just depends on my mood.
And then finally, who is your favorite fifth grade teacher named Clark?
Well, you, of course, Mr. Clark.
Awesome. And that is the right answer, by the way. That's the only answer. That's the answer I have down here.
Right.
All right. Just a couple of more questions before we get going. What have you been doing to beat the boredom during our social distancing away from school?
Well, I guess I forgot to mention one of my favorite things to do is sleeping. I love to sleep. So I've been taking naps, and I never usually have taken naps. So I've been trying to get those in every once in a while. But I found a new game on my phone that I've been playing. It's called Wordscapes or something like that.
Really?
And I'm really good at it. They give you like 6 letters, and you have to use those letters to make the words in the crossword puzzle.
Oh,
I've gotten really good at it.
Kind of like a boggle type of.
Yeah.
Kind of something similar to that. That makes sense. And then finally, what would you like to say to the kids of West Dodge Station?
Well, hopefully I don't start crying.
No.
I really miss you. I miss hearing your laughter in the hallways and giving you guys hugs in the hallways and high fives and smiles. I know you all are doing well and working so hard with your schoolwork, and hopefully I'll get to see you very soon and get those squeezes in.
Awesome. Well, I just want to give a huge thank you to Mrs. Richter for joining me today. Join us again next time for Quarantine with Clark. See you soon.